You are now tuned into another official episode of Untrapped the Podcast with your boy KP. And first and foremost, before we get started, I want to shout out Primo Status, the biggest, for having us here and everything. Just mad love, mad respect for that, first and foremost. But we got a very, very special guest in the building, EPILL23 in the building, all the way down from Philly, came to tap in and tell us why he untrapped and give us his story for the most part. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling real good. Appreciate you, Primo. Shout out to the store. Shout out for having us. We appreciate you, and I'm feeling real good.
Absolutely.
Feeling real good.
Absolutely. We took a little 2-week break, had to get back at it and everything. But since we've been going, Father's Day came through, Juneteenth and everything like that, So before we get into anything like that, I just want to know how you feel about Father's Day and Juneteenth for the most part. And not really how you feel about it, but in the sense of what it means to you,
Well, I'm a father first and foremost, so Father's Day is a special holiday for all fathers. So it means something to me. I got a chance to spend time with my daughters, and they took me out. I got 2 teenage daughters, so it was a good experience. This their first time. They getting a couple dollars, and they get to take daddy out. So I enjoy that, spending that time with them. And then so I think it's important. The fathers need to be acknowledged, and we do a lot. And so I think that's, for the most part, I enjoyed it. I appreciate it that we get that acknowledgement. And as far as Juneteenth, I don't know too much about it. I know about it. It's a new holiday for me.
Yeah.
Like it's like okay, but I don't really know too much about Juneteenth. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I look at it as a sympathy holiday, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Juneteenth is basically what Juneteenth is, right? So in the South, slavery was already, they got rid of slavery 2 years ago,
Right.
and then the slaves in deep South Texas finally found out. So basically, they was slaves. They was working hard over 2 years. You feel me?
Right.
But in a sense, the way I think about it, that's not nothing to celebrate. That's like today's time, being in prison over your release date and you not knowing. That's kind of crazy. Like that's nothing to celebrate. You
Right.
know. But I feel like it was just like for the black community, it was just something that was like, here, take this. Y'all want something, y'all can have it.
And made it a national holiday.
It made it a national holiday.
Right.
But yeah.
That's probably why I don't know too much about it, because I heard,
Yeah.
no, don't get me wrong, I know it exists, but it's a newer holiday. So, but I thank you for breaking that down. I didn't know that.
Absolutely. It was like a purposeless holiday to me, because it was like, what y'all giving us this for? Like,
Yeah. Crazy.
But we're going to get straight into it, man. The music hot, the fashion hot.
Appreciate you.
Just the artistry of everything you do is hot, but we got to know, where did you start from? How did you become EPILL23?
Well, to be honest with you, I went to school out here. I went to college in Wilmington, a school called Goldie Beacom, and me and my homies, we get together, freestyle, like everybody do, just for fun. And I think after I got out of school, I started taking a little bit more liking to it, because my folks, they actually had like a deal with Capitol Records, and they was doing shows with Travis Porter, opening up for Jadakiss, Fabulous, things like that. And I remember going to a couple of the shows, and like I wasn't really doing the music, but I was there with them, and I'm talking about bringing them out on stage, like getting them hyped, like come on, we gonna come. I guess like a hype man kind of sorta. And it wasn't nothing that I signed up for. It was just like, yo, you see all those people out there? Won't you bring us out? Like, man, I don't care. Give me the mic. I'll bring y'all out. So I did that. And when I seen, like, the whole energy, and then I seen, like, how people get paid from that, from them type of shows, like, they don't even count the money. I think the money was getting weighed. It was, like, in a bag. So I was like, dang. So I think the first show was at Lincoln University. And I think the school budget was like 100-something thousand.
Yeah, college
so
pay that back.
Man, I think Fab got like 60 and Kiss got 50,000 for 30-minute sets. So when I seen that for 30 minutes, 50,000, 60,000, oh yeah, we got. I need to go to the studio with these guys and see what's going on. So I think just getting my feet wet with just seeing that, it kind of drew my interest to it. But I always loved music. I always knew how to put words together, but I never really thought of myself as being an artist. Like I was a sports, I was in a girls, females, and getting a couple dollars. I definitely wasn't worried about the music, but I always had an ear for it and I loved it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's how I really got my start with it.
So at what point did you, like, because you come from Philly, So you know, Philly kind of have the vulgar rap style, or like I would say more so like the pain talk, but with, you got a lot of versatility. And I'm just like, I was going over your tape and everything. I'm like, wow, like you got stuff for the ladies, you got stuff for the streets, you got stuff for the ones that get money. Cause you know, in a sense, the streets is changing, you know,
Right.
and it's hard to impress the streets if it ain't on some drill type time. But you still got the ones that's got that ear for music. So it's like, how was you able to stay so versatile with the wave of music coming through Philly now?
I think originality.
Got you.
You gotta stay true to yourself. Like, I'm not a follower. I'm a natural born leader. So with that, it's like, and I'm seasoned. Like, I got some experience. Got a little grades right here. Like,
Yeah,
so you know what I mean. Like, and I think I don't really get involved with the drill. I call it kill music because it's not. It's no substance there. And like being a father, that's probably my number one job. Right. You gotta be conscious of what you're saying. You know,
yeah,
our words is powerful. We can either speak life or we can speak death. So I choose to uplift, encourage, motivate, inspire, and not even to be braggadocious, but just pop it, talk
yeah,
it. So I think the versatility come from being original and being confident. I could talk to everything that we just said prior to this. I'm like females, just different things. I'm okay with articulating and expressing my feelings, tapping into different emotions, and trying it. We don't got nothing to lose, so I take that risk and try to be true to me. And whether the people receive it well is up to them. Music is a subjective thing, so I just stay true and just put my pain in there, talk about some stuff without glorifying it. And I always try to put a message in there too. And I try not to talk down on women. I have two daughters, so now that even changed my approach on what I'm talking about. Like as far
yeah.
as the female, so a lot of the female songs might be uplifting the women or just talking about personal experience. So that's pretty much where that come from.
Absolutely. And like you said, on the female tip, it's like it's hard to impress, man. You battling with the sexy reds and everything like that. So it's like you definitely, and then it's like you definitely got to watch what you're saying because you got two daughters. But at
Right.
the end of the day, your music give men an outlet in a sense because therapy not really big in the black community, but music is. Has always been. Like you go back from time, like people how they the slaves, everybody they express themselves through music, you know.
Right. Right.
So it's like regardless what Black America was going through, they're gonna put that pain on that song,
Oh
regardless if
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
happy, sad, angry, or mad. You know, it's going through music, and that's always been our way out. But like for somebody that can't rap or something, you know, you one of your songs I feel that way about a girl, but I don't want to sound tender. Man, I feel just like bro,
Right.
you know. But I'm rhyme by myself,
Right.
but I feel just like you.
Exactly.
I can't express
Exactly.
this to my homies because they might laugh at me, but I
Right.
feel just like you, you know. And that's where I'm like, wow, like bro, really different because it's like I said, like you said, the kill music, and it was like, bro, that stuff do something to your aura, it throw it off, bro. It's just like even like the first click on it, like the beat, you know. So
Mhm.
it's just like wow,
And you think about it, when we listen to certain music, it motivates you to do certain stuff. Back in the day, we
yeah.
might listen to G's, it might motivate you to go get some money. You might listen to this, and you about to ride out. So I know the power of the music.
It's crazy that you say Juicy.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get on that right
No,
now.
we ain't gonna get on that, but you know what I'm talking about
Yeah.
though. Like music really
Yeah.
got a key component in it where it can drive you to do this or that. And I feel like a lot of we talk about stopping the violence. We talking about
Yeah.
being leaders. You can't be a leader if you putting out this type. And I'm not gonna sell my soul ever for nobody. Like, and
Absolutely.
I'm not ever gonna compromise myself for nothing either. So I think it's important with if you want the change, you got to be the change. And I'm looked at as a leader in my neighborhood and my family and with my peers. So it's like, I try to hold it that way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And like y'all generation of music, like when I go back and listen, it's definitely like get money, get money, get money, splatter, violence. But it's not. It's only. It's always violence if it has to be, you know.
Right.
But this generation is like you got like a select few. Like I'll say like Little Baby. I really don't know. It's like Little Baby and people around him that I can say that really don't rap about just promoting violence. But
Right.
it's like at the end of the day, the streets is changing. I'm not gonna say because I used to think like this. I used to say the streets is done, but it's not done. It's evolving, you know. So it's just like history repeats itself. You know, you had times where killing was the thing that they was doing. You know, everybody had they get money era. Now it's like this streets is just evolving. It's just like the streets is like a video game. It evolves every year. It changes. It gets worse. It gets better. Whatever. But that video game's gonna change every single year.
Right.
So
right,
just like
right.
this with the streets, it's changing. So now it's like you got more missions. Now, if you want to get some money, you got to beat the robbing man, you got to beat the killers, and you got to beat the police, and you got to beat the people that's going to tell on you to the police that's still going to kill you. So it's just a change with the game, and I feel like you just got to involve with the time, and you know now, and it's like you said with the music and everything, it's just different batteries and energies going into people to where it's like they want to do that, you know, and it's just like you just gotta keep your head on the swivel and evolve with the time. To be honest,
I be poking fun at them. I try to go against what people doing. So one of my songs on the project, the Walking on Water project, 23 Rival. If you hear how I come on it and you listen to what I'm saying, I said in one of the lines, I said he got a body, he got a body. I'm unimpressed. They don't mean shit to me. I'm more impressed. Exactly what you said. I'm more impressed with making relationships with the bank tellers and getting membership sweaters and open up certificate of deposits and getting find the highest interest to make money off or stocks and just stuff like that. Like I'm more impressed with that. Back in the day, growing up, I wasn't always this way. I had to grow into what I am. It's people that get the respect in the streets is the people that's getting money, the people that's shooting, and the guys that's robbing. You see a guy come down the street, young boy shooter, young boy that. I probably was in that mindset back then.
But in your time, it meant something, like young boy shooter, but it's because he's shooting for money, or they robbing, but they robbing for money because at the end of the day, his daughter not gonna have nothing for Christmas if he don't rob you,
right? Or
he getting money, but he's getting money to get out of it,
Right.
So now it's just like you shooting, but what you shooting for? Actually, you're gay because you're shooting to impress other men.
Literally.
So that's where it's not even making sense at no more. So that's where it's always, and then like you get some of these people in these courtrooms, or you get them and ask them like, bro, what's your problem? They first answer is, I don't know.
They don't, and they be stuck. You know how many phone calls I got? Like, damn, bro, I wish I never did this, or I wish I never did that. But we tell people and they'll right, but go left. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I see that a lot too, and they don't realize some of the situations that they put their family members through. A lot of these guys, they depend on their mother. You know what I'm saying? So when they get in these jams, you know who they call? You know who's stressed. You know what the stress they putting on. They ain't just putting on the stress on themselves. They putting the stress on their family too. You never think about that. You think that you grown or you not grown. You doing what you doing because you want to do it, but ultimately that's gonna fall back on your closest people. So I think it's a lot of blind leading the blind. It's a lot of, like you said, a lot of men trying to impress other men. A lot of guys don't even want to get no money no more. They don't want to appeal to the females. They rather get that head nod or that salute from a guy, and I think that's kind of wild. Like, times definitely change.
I don't have no friends my age, bro. Like, I just lost my last friend that was my age over just not even on no beef or nothing, but it's just like outgrown. It was like I try to surround myself around people that got something going on or just like pop it, because I like to pop it, to be honest. I know the life that I'm chasing or the lifestyle that I want. So, bro, I'll come sit in here for an hour or two just to bust it up and soak up game that I can get or anything like that, or just people that's just doing something positive. I always hung around older people, but I never hung in my area, bro, because I understand everybody around was a crab in a bro. I had 30,000 at 19, bro. Nobody older than me around here was doing nothing in that. The most they probably 5, 7, 75, stuff like that. So what do I want to be around y'all for? I'm not preaching the streets, but like even when I got young boys that come around me, I laugh at them. They got Under Armour black ski masks. So I'm like, bro, you ain't got $10 in your pocket, bro.
And it could be this weather like it is now, 90, 100 degrees, and they still walking around with the ski mask on. I'm like, damn, these boys is tripping out here, man. Like, that's crazy. And I can relate to that because I got an older brother. He passed in 2021. And my friends, his friends was my friends. So I kind of always grew up with older guys until I got to college. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a group of friends that I had. And that's how we even hear my man Drew, like, good guy. We was very close, very close. So I got some friends that's my age, but majority of my friends, all of them older than me. All of them. I was always the baby in out the whole crew, out the whole squad. So, yeah, I definitely relate to that, too.
Yeah, but so back on the music track, we got off track a little bit.
Oh,
but
yeah.
So, at what point in your rapping career was you like, yo, I really can do something with this? Like, yo, I got motion with it.
I think once my neighborhood, my family, my brother, like, they hard to impress. Like, they not gonna just say, oh, we like that because you or because of the relationships. No, like, once they start like saying like, yo, we thought somebody was writing that for you, really talking about stuff we know about, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think once you got that feedback, and like, and I kind of was like spoiled coming in because my first, I think seeing them shows and seeing that, I kind of shot my first video with my first song. So I seen some of the feedback, I seen it, so it kind of inspired me to do it. And once I start seeing that, and I know, like, I know what I'm talking about. That's why I probably could never have somebody write for me, or like, you know what I mean? Because it's therapy. You said that earlier too. It's therapeutic for me, so it's a way for me to. I was a quiet person. I don't really talk. I don't like attention. I don't like the spotlight. I'm more like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm low key. I always fall back, and that's one of the things that I had to overcome with doing the music. I gotta put my face on the cover. I gotta do this. I'm really like out the way bored, man. I'm out the way bored. So it opened me up to relationships. So I think once I start getting that feedback and start building relationships, it kind of opened me up. Like, damn, I really can do this, and it sound all right. I used to cringe when I hear my music. Like, when I first started, I used to cringe. Like,
you know what's crazy? Sorry to cut you off. I don't watch none of these episodes, bro.
No,
I don't go back and watch nothing. Everything is one take wonder, bro.
Really?
It's just weird. Like, I don't like my mom or somebody cut on the TV. Man, I cut that joint. I don't watch nothing, bro.
I see it. Yeah.
One taking,
and that's it.
Yeah,
we out of here. Yeah. So I could relate to that too. Another thing, like, I be trying not to hear it. People will listen to it when I'm like, yo, but this you. I don't want to hear it.
I don't know what it is, bro. I'll be like, man, cut that joint off.
Right.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's probably the time that I felt like, damn, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm doing something. I'm putting these words together like that once I got that feedback. So yeah, that's probably that during that time.
Absolutely. So, like, you going through the motions, you rapping and everything like that. Is there any times you ever hit a bump like, man, I don't even want to do this no more?
What?
Like,
do I? Speed bumps, potholes, I be dodging them. Yeah, it's a mind thing too. Like, you might feel like you're not getting enough traction that you think you deserve, or you know the work that you putting in, and you know, like, yo, I'm better than this person, or you might compare. That's part of the music helped me grow up too.
Yeah.
It taught me how not to compare. You know, we all uniquely designed. So for me, it's like, all right, don't compare yourself. I try to outdo my last song when I'm doing the next song. So I just compete against myself. So yeah, all the time I be like, damn, like, why these people ain't paying attention to this?
Yeah.
You know. But then I realized as a business, you gotta have marketing, advertisements, and things like that to put
your network is your net worth.
Yes, it is. That's a true statement.
Absolutely.
Right there. True statement.
And then what I also learned is, like, life is all about one time. Like, it just take one time, like, for the one person, the one right person to hear it, the one algorithm to catch it. Like, it's just like that one time could change your life forever. Right. Like, negative or positive. Like, anything you do, like, all it takes is one time. And that's like that's what motivate me to keep going. Because, man, some days I'll be like, bro, I am done. I ain't doing it no more, you know. Like, I go through them rough patches, and bro, and I really be done. But then it's like, just that I'm in a grocery store and somebody walk, yo, you do the podcast, yo, keep going, or it's just like I get that one celebrity that keep tapping in with me, or it's like, bro, just that one time, and like, this could all be gold, bro.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So it's like, and once I started moving through life like that, and I stopped, like, because I used to always be like, man, I want to be like $1 million worth of game, bro. For what, bro? They got what they like.
They path is they path.
Yeah, you know, bro. It's like, I gotta do this for me at the end of the day, bro. It ain't, at the end of the day, when you look back, bro, you rapping for you, not for fans, for nobody. You doing it. Everything is for yourself. You came in alone, you gonna go alone.
Right.
And I understand that, but everybody else is just help and spiritual energies along the way, to be honest, you know.
For sure.
And it's great to have people around you like that. That's why I got away from a lot of people that wasn't on the same vibrations as me. Not even on no extra energy type stuff, but it was just like a lot of stuff I look at as corny.
Right. I think that's key too. Separating yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, separating yourself for the better.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, and you know, you probably heard this too. Like, everybody can't go with you.
Everybody cannot go.
You got a lot of people that might be around you that might be envious.
Yeah.
But they get jealous by mistake. And you might say, how you get jealous by? Because they start off rooting, cheering. Oh yeah. But then they watching like, damn, who he think he is? Like, damn, I got rid of all those type of people. I call it bobbing and weaving them on. But yeah, for sure.
So what, like, going through your career and everything, you grown, but everybody have a moment. What was your biggest wow moment? Like, yo, I'm really next to this person, or like, you know, like, what was your biggest wow moment?
I think most recently, who was I with? My biggest wow moment is a Nicki Minaj story I got where I used to work at this hotel called Lowe's Hotel in Philly, downtown, and you know, I ain't working there no more. It was years ago.
Yeah.
But we happen to be able to. They stay under like aliases when they stay at the hotel.
Yeah.
So I had somebody that worked at the front desk. No, get that number. You know what I'm saying? Get the number and FaceTiming her and sending my music, playing my music. That was probably like a wild moment for me. It's another wild moment. I was with T Grizzly in New York, and we went down Detroit. My man Syph, we took a trip to Detroit. I'm in there with him, playing my music for him, and his feedback, just him. You know what I mean? We all regular. I don't never look at people like, oh, you this, you that. No, but we gonna talk. I'm gonna tell you what I got going on, and I wind up trying to pick his brain, but I wind up talking to him and helping him in a way by understanding like what whitelisting was on YouTube. And I wasn't trying to do that. I was going there to be a sponge to soak up some information, trying to monetize this and seeing how I can get on the Apple playlist or the Spotify playlist, like how you know if it's a fake bots playlist, like asking him stuff like that. So once we start talking, he's like, yeah, how you know about whitelisting? Because he showed me the breakdown of how he make his the gaming versus the music and how he make more money doing the gaming. So just being in the same room with him,
eating off of
just
gaming,
us
bro.
two. He eating off a game, and when he showed me that, he tried to get me. We talking about music. He said, "Damn, you play the game?" No, I don't play the game. I'm not really into that. He said, "Listen, this where it's at. This where it's at." And he showed me the breakdown of how he do it. It kind of got me thinking like, "Damn, I'm about to go get the whole how the kids got the system, the PC." And the computer screens and all that. But yeah, that's not really, I'm more so like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like where I'm at now in my life, I don't really go at the stuff just for money. I gotta love it. I gotta like doing it. And that's why I think music for me like is more than just, it's real therapeutic for me. I enjoy it. When I say I enjoy it, the lowest times in my life, the hardest times in my life, I could say, man, I ain't doing this no more. Then I start getting a little dun, 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 in my head, like, call some, I need a beat right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that was a huge wild moment for me right there. Just being with certain people and getting that good feedback and learning and trying to learn from people, but adding to them too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of them wild moments for me.
My name is Brandon Wyndham, and I help people buy and sell homes here in Delaware. And I've been here all my life, and on this channel, we'll go over exactly what it's like living here in Delaware. If you are thinking of potentially buying or selling here in Delaware, I would love to have a conversation to see if it would make sense for us to potentially work together. I'll put all my contact info here on the screen and again down in the description.
Absolutely, and like with everything I got going on here, it happened fast. Like it was just a conversation. Like conversation I came up with. I beat a racketeering charge. I was like, man, somebody gotta hear this story, bro. There's people like me all around the world. I'm a rap. I can't rap to save my life, bro. I paid somebody, bro. It just didn't even sound right, bro. I'm like, bro, this is not me, bro.
I ain't gonna do it.
I called my mom, like, man, this shit ass. Like, this shit whack. So I let her. She
so
like,
you was getting busy. You was in the studio?
Yeah, I was, bro. I'm talking about I booked the whole studio, bro. I booked like a 12-hour session for 2 songs, bro. Didn't even finish the joints, bro. Like, Big 30, I gave him 500 for a feature. Like it wasn't even him. They finessed me, sent me like a voice recorded beat with him rapping on there, bro. It was crazy, bro. Like this is all in the span of 3 days, bro. I was chasing my rap career, man. It was not happening. So one day I'm like, man, I'm gonna start a podcast. And I'm gonna see where I can, like just see where it go with it. And I ran around Dover, bro, just trying to get somebody to get on my joint, just so I can get it started, bro. Like, cause when my mind on something, I'm doing it. So I came up with the idea, ordered the equipment, I got it. Nobody would do it. Then my man Free jumped on there, and I just took off from there. But everything just happened so fast for me, bro. Like I got around people quick. Like I know how to network real good, and I'm not scared. And I ain't scared to ask questions, bro. If I don't understand something, ask you.
I think that's key. You got that it factor too. You can't be in a room and got questions and you gotta assert yourself. So and I agree with that.
My co-host, he's currently incarcerated, Free Jalil, the fast way. One day I'm like, yo, bro, like, let's ride up to Philly. Like me and Gilly the Kid's son, good friends, Mac. That's my man, bro. Like within that whole night, bro, we met. Gilly and Wallow, they already knew who he was. That was my wild moment because I'm like, y'all like the biggest in this right now. So it's like, dang, that's crazy. Then my man like, yo, that's Trader Truth. I'm like, who is Trader Truth? I felt bad, but Trader Truth really that bold. No,
you didn't know who he was.
I didn't know who Trader Truth was, bro.
No,
bro. I ain't know who Trader Truth was, but we was back there chilling with O'Malley and everybody, bro. It was just like we was mingling and we fitted. You know,
Right.
it wasn't no out of place. I wasn't starstruck or nothing. Like
Right.
I'm one of them, you know. And I always like ever since that day, like I'm gonna keep pushing because I know I'm one of them guys, you know.
Right.
Absolutely. But
And
it
that's
was just
crazy
like
you said that they knew who you was. I knew who you was from off the FaceTime joint.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I see him. He must be doing something right because the algorithm. When I'm on YouTube, I see your joint pop up. My man Ben told me, he said, yo, I want to get you out here. My youngin got a podcast. I ain't know it was you when I looked. I said, oh, this him.
Yeah.
Oh, he moving.
Yeah.
And he be at the little restaurant.
Yeah.
I got some folks that do the art.
Yep.
That's my folks that do the art that's on the wall.
Yeah.
They told me that, yeah, I got some guys that's it, but he older.
Yeah,
so when he was
Howie,
telling
that's
me,
my
that's
man.
my folks.
Dang,
That's my
that's
folks.
crazy,
Folks.
small world.
That's my
Howie,
folks.
my
Folks. That's
man.
like that's family.
Yeah.
I mean that's family. Like I could call him right now, pick up. Like that's family. He do his art. So when I seen that, I said, yo, I've been there before. So it's just crazy how this come full circle. You never know who watching because I'm
never know.
Tuned in, tapped in, knowing who you was. As soon as I seen you, I'm like, oh yeah, man, moving. You definitely moving. So congrats to you too.
Nah,
man,
I appreciate
for sure.
you for sure. So I got a question for you. How old are you?
I'm 36.
36 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell your 21-year-old self and your 46-year-old self?
21-year-old self, be patient. Don't move too fast. Trust God with all your heart. Don't move too fast. Don't make no decisions off of impulse. Self-control. You know what I'm saying? That's probably I tell my 21-year-old self. And you said, what's the other 40?
Your 46-year-old self.
I don't know. That's in the future. I don't know what I tell myself. Have fun, live. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just live. You know what I mean? Be better that year than you was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what I tell myself in the future.
That's crazy. Everybody asks that question. I get a different answer. Nobody says the same answer at all. When it comes to the older one.
What you think though? How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, so you just was 21. What you tell yourself at 33?
You did it.
You did it. Okay.
That's what I'm telling
I
myself.
like that.
You did it. You feel me? Like, you did it. Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely.
I like that.
So what can we expect next? What's going on? Because you know he got the album that just dropped, went crazy.
Oh yeah.
Gotta tap in.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
You got to. It's right here actually. It's called Walking on Water. Walking on Water. EPILL23 is on all platforms. I think just some visuals, promoting it, marketing it. Came out. I dropped it on my birthday, May 31st, just to put something out there as a gift to myself. And I'm just doing networking, doing different podcasts. We just came from a different podcast joint, and we did that. So I'm just trying to get out and market myself as much as possible. I got a following in Texas, so I'm going in Dallas, going down there, New Orleans, different places that I'm going just to touch the market. I know. I tell you one thing, down south, man, they love me.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I'm trying to put something together now for just to do shows in the whole state of Texas because that right there, it's wide open.
Absolutely.
and they love me down there, man.
Absolutely.
Like they definitely show crazy amount of love. Like we could be in Philly and we know Philly's small. For people that's probably not from there, they might not really understand, but it's small. Everything like 15 minutes away, every neighbor, every area. So everybody knows somebody that connected to somebody. Yeah. It's more so, and you probably heard this before, this is a true statement, it's more like a crab in a barrel type of vibe.
Absolutely. I'm from Dover, bro.
Yeah, so you kind of you should be able to understand that.
Yeah.
So when you go to different places and they like, yo, it's a true story. I'm down there, I'm in a Walmart. I keep like cards on me. I keep 1,000 of these. Like I got some on me. I'm gonna give you one of these too.
Absolutely. Show it to the camera.
Yeah, these they scan the back of it and the video pop up. So I'm in the Walmarts. I try to hit the areas where I think the people gonna be at. I go get a rental, get out the plane, go to different areas. I got folks down there. I go to the Walmarts, pass out my joints. I go to the neighborhoods, pass them out. One guy happened to scan the car. He said, yo, you ain't from down here. You don't sound like nobody from down here. Where you from? I said, I'm from Philly. He was like, so what you doing? What you got going on? I said, no, I'm an independent artist. I'm just out here promoting. He said, you out here by yourself promoting? I ain't tell him I was out there by myself. I said, no, my folks over there, just because I don't know what type of time people be on. But I'm telling him, like, yeah, I'm promoting my joint. My folks around the corner. But, yeah, this is what I'm doing. He like, yeah, so what you want to do? I said, what you mean? He said, you want to meet me at Top Golf. I'm going to have some business people there. I'm thinking he fraud. Man, I happened to take him up on that offer. Me and my brother went down there. I got a show at University of North Texas. He said, we'll pay you. we'll pay you, and you can open up for this and that. Who? Me? Man, take my number, my email, my other phone, everything. So when you see how fast that happened, man, and you in Philly with doing the same thing, and you see how, but that's why I say you gotta, what we said earlier, your network is your net worth. You gotta get up and get out, and I don't wait for nothing. I go get it, and I just put myself out there. As I go, it grow, the project. Because being independent, you gotta put yourself out there. So that's what we doing now, just promoting this project as much as possible. We got some videos on the way. So that's pretty much it.
Absolutely. And before we get into the next segment, what's the meaning of walking on water? What inspired the title?
Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. So, walking on water was something that he did. And one day my man, actually, I'm talking to my man, he like, yo, he heard me talking, and he know some of the things that I've been through the last 3 to 4 years with losing some very key components to my family. And he's like, yo, your spirit, like, how you still pushing? Like, how you not giving up, bro? Not saying that you supposed to, but you shocking me. Like, you really walking on water.
yeah.
I said, I need that. I'm using that for a project. So, yeah, that was inspired by one from my man, and then my faith in Jesus Christ. So I think that's what that kind of how that came about.
Got you. And so what's going on with this Long Thoughts on the album, man? What's up with that, brother?
The who?
Lost Thoughts.
Oh, you talking about the record Thoughts?
Yeah, Thoughts.
That's what we just was talking about.
Yeah.
I happened to I lost my grandmom in 2020 to COVID. My brother, that's my everything. My older brother, who I was just talking about when we was down in Texas, he passed in 2021, and my mom passed in 2022. So that's all I know. Like, sometimes I'll be feeling alone. Like, that's all I know. I ain't never walk on this ground without them. So that being back to back to back like that, it kind of, I know you said speed bumps and roadblocks. That kind of, I was turned off from the music. I'm not doing this. People like, yo, when next time, bro, don't ask me nothing about no music. I was very, very aggressive in some of those moments. Like, any little thing can make me tip. And when I started on that record, when I said I gotta keep the devil in his hole, stay on the up and up, that is coming from that. Because any little thing can make me, tip over the water, and I wasn't trying to do that. And I understand that people was trying to check on me, and I ain't want to hear nothing. I don't want nobody around me. I'm chilling, and I don't, like, so I ain't want nothing to do with nobody, not no music, nothing. Don't ask me no questions. I'm taking care of my daughters and my little brother, my little sister. That's it. If it ain't anything outside of that, I don't want to be bothered. So coming out of that, I called my man. I said, yo, I need something, bro. I need a beat. I need to get this off me. And that's what we came up with. When I came up with that, I'm like, damn. My mom, my brother, my grandma, they my number one supporters in this. You know what I'm saying? And being able to articulate myself without cursing, it made me feel good because I could talk. I used to have to turn down the curse words every time when my grandma in the car when I'm going to go see her. So it was like a laughing moment for me that made me smile, some tears. But yeah, that's definitely what that was about. It was some real things I was going through and experiencing, and I wanted to capture it. So when we talk about music being therapeutic, that ain't no statement that I play around with and be like it's a cliche or the thing to say. It's reality. Like, without that, man, I mean, so it definitely, that's what Thoughts is about, and that's actually one of my favorite records ever. You know what I mean? That I created. So.
And that's where it all goes back to your music relate to people all over the world with the therapeutic, bro. Like. Right. That happened 2021. My granddad got killed. My granddad died in the hospital. The next day, the next 2 days, my best friend get killed. So I'm in Jersey getting ready for my granddad's funeral and everything. They called me. I talked to my best friend an hour before he got killed. Somebody called me like, yo, they talking about your man just got shot. My man just got shot. He just woke up. I just talked to him. He got killed. That next morning, my lawyer was calling me like, yo, they just indicted you on racketeering charges. Can you meet me down at the station? You feel me? So it's like, I know, like, and that's like, that's a million stories all over the world. So that's where it all goes back to just that therapeutic. Like, you turn on that song and just zone out and go from there, to be honest, because that's like, woo, like, it's just like.
And you don't even really, well, me personally, I ain't even really do it with that intention or even knew that could possibly be a thing. I'm just, telling my story. And then, like, you're not the only one. A lot of people say, yo, you know what that did for me? And I'm like, huh? What it did for you? You know what it did for me?
Yeah, like,
so, that feel good. It make me feel good to hear that, though.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, with the circumstances, but to know that there's other people going through some stuff too, and I ain't oblivious to that.
Absolutely.
But in that time, you only thinking about what you going through. You know what I'm saying? So
And what I learned from that is just to keep going, because when that's happening for you, is it 7 billion people in the world don't stop.
Right.
So that's when I like all the moments. I'm just like, man, we just got to keep it going and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Like, it don't stop at all.
The world definitely keeps spinning. I had to learn that the hard. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I'm thinking everything gonna stop when these figures
like,
in my life, like we still.
Like, yo, why? I'm like, why are y'all apart?
Everybody
like,
cool?
You gonna
Like,
work? You gonna work?
how can you even smile?
Yeah.
I was feeling guilty to smile. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was feeling guilty to do anything, but my titles don't stop. I'm still an older brother now. Now my brother was the oldest. I'm an older brother. I'm the oldest, the eldest now, and I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? So I still gotta keep going. So I had to muster up that strength, and that's another reason why the title is because I couldn't do it without Jesus. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the only reason why I'm even able to still push forward and have some progression.
Absolutely. But we about to get into these asked untrapped questions. A few untrappers tapped in with us and sent us some questions they want us to ask. We got about 4 of them, so we gonna see what they talking about real quick. All right. So the first one we got is, why thoughts still trying to blame their actions on past brothers?
Why thoughts?
Still trying to blame their past acts. I don't know how you type this. Blame their past actions on brothers. They said something else, but I just said
right.
This with brothers.
They can't figure it out. It be them.
Yeah.
It be them. I think they got to do some self-reflection instead of deflecting. That's what's going on a lot with a lot of what you call them thoughts. That's what's going on. You know what I mean,
women.
They women. Yeah. Some women. They not all, but a lot of women in this generation, especially, they definitely do a lot of deflecting and pointing the blame instead of looking in the mirror and saying, "Damn, how can I get better?" You know what I mean? How can I get better? Stop bringing your past into your present situation.
Absolutely, and I feel the same way, bro. Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't even say just women, but like people as in general.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, everybody. Yeah. If you dealt with somebody that was flawed in the last relationship, you definitely gonna bring that package on because you don't want to go through the same thing. You feel me?
I agree.
Absolutely. So then the next question we got is, how many times do you take someone back before you leave?
Damn.
I'm gonna say it depends on the circumstances.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Thank
like
you. I
mild,
needed that.
medium, and hot. Once you get to the hot, you gotta go. You feel me? But like everybody, you can bicker and go back and forth every day, you know, or anything like that.
I think your mental health is important.
Absolutely.
If they affecting your mental, and they emotionally unstable, you know, my new word been emotional intelligence. You gotta check somebody's background, make sure they're emotionally intelligent and know how to, you know what I mean? So I think if they don't have that or show signs that they want to get better with that, then, you know, it's a wrap.
Absolutely.
So circumstantial for sure.
Absolutely. The next question is, how do you have the gumption to start your business without caring what people think?
Confidence. And just not, literally, what the question is, the answer is in the question.
Absolutely.
Don't care about what people think. Do you? The moment you keep thinking about what other people going to think about you, you're not going to move. So it's a statement like, what other people think about you is none of your business. They going to think. People going to say stuff, positive, negative. You just got to do you.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the white noise. We call that the white noise.
And that's my whole thing. Like, confidence is definitely, like, I go by this saying, everybody say practice make perfect, right? I say practice does not make perfect. Practice does not make perfect. It gives you confidence to be successful. Mm-hmm. Because no matter how much you try to practice this move, it may not work in the game. But you done got it down pat, or you study so hard for this test and forgot once you got there. You know, the simple stuff like that. Like, and I've been confident. My confidence is there. Like, I don't like even like being a heavier dude. I'm going to the pool with my shirt off.
I seen how it came in. Bucket, you mean? He said I put the cardies on. Yeah.
I'm going to the pool with my shirt off. I don't care if I'm 300 or 100, bro. I'm not worried. Somebody gonna love me.
Right. Yeah,
you feel me? Yeah. So I feel like you just can't worry about what people think. You just gotta go for it. Because at the end of the day, they either gonna hate you or love you. They hated Jesus.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And then the last question is, what would you do if you caught your girl cheating?
Oh, it's a wrap. I'm done. I could never deal with nobody that cheat on me. I could never deal with it because loyalty and integrity is everything.
Absolutely.
Once you do that, like, you know, you done gave that away. I don't care if it's cheating with going out with somebody or giving your body up. Like, I'm not.
Hold on. So what's your definition of cheating?
entertaining anything.
Entertaining
Anything. So that's a definite. No, I can't take you back. I'm sorry, I can't deal with you. Now, if I was doing the same thing, I might gotta make a. I ain't gonna be. That's a touchy situation. Now, if I'm doing the same thing, might gotta think about it. But I could be selfish sometimes. That might be a selfish thing.
Absolutely.
That might be a selfish
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. It's hard, bro. You a light-skinned dude with green eyes, bro. It's hard to ask you about cheating, bro, because you know you done had your run through the rudder. Look at
Man.
you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, you can't even, you just got to answer the question the correct way and move on from
Yeah,
it.
man.
I got it, like, like, I'm still.
You 23.
23.
You still trying to,
23.
you floating,
So it's
man.
like, I can't, it's just like.
As a man, though, how would you respond to somebody you dealing with?
I'm gonna stop dealing with you, or if I decide to keep dealing with you, I'm gonna dog you. Like, it ain't gonna be no more. Like, I'm talking about. I'm
not
dragging,
kissing
like,
you. Don't put your tongue in my mouth. I can't do none of that. I'm sorry. I can't even sleep next to. I can't even deal with you. I can't. I'm sorry.
Dragging.
It's over with. Completely.
I got cheated on when I was 16 years old, cause like, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't really get, like, I always did what I did streetwise and everything like that, but like when it came to women, I always had a girlfriend. Like, I was getting in relationships, like, you feel me? Like, I had a girlfriend, so like once I got cheated on, it was over with. Like, everything went out the window. Like, absolutely not.
Right.
I would never feel that.
It turns you out. You gotta keep something on the side.
Absolutely.
In them situations, like, no, you would never break me down again.
I come from my mom rough, boy, so she like, yo, you better, like, I'm doing what I'm doing, so she like, yo, you better be able to take it when it comes. And when it came, it burnt. You hear me? It burned.
Yeah, it ain't never good to be on the other side of the receiving end of that. Like, man, I think heartbreak is a different thing.
Yeah, but I was talking to my man. He like, man, I told my girl I cheated. It was eating at my conscience. I'm like, bro, I don't never think I'd get that weak, man. You gotta pull your pants up, brother. Word.
Listen, he a bold man.
Yeah,
he a bold man. He a different breed right there.
Absolutely,
different breed. But no, we don't support. We ain't recommending nobody cheat out there. So man, if you got something that's good, be loyal. Peace. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, but man, we ready to get up out of here. I appreciate you definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Through,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah,
part 2
no
is
doubt.
definitely coming through.
Oh yeah,
and for the most part, everybody just stay untrapped and keep it pushing. Where can they find you at?
EPILL23 on all the platforms, YouTube, Instagram, everything. All the Spotify's, the Apple Music, EPILL23, EPILL23. Make sure y'all tap in. We got some cards right here. So you might see me in your neighborhood passing out these cards, man. So, network is your net worth.
And you can find me at Untrapped the Podcast on all platforms, every streaming platform, social media platform, everything. And for the most part, last but not least, free Jalil until you're free. Till next time.